If you click this video, you probably feel like an outsider. You look at your friends, your family, or society, and you feel a disconnect that you can't quite put into words. You are there physically, but spiritually, you are miles away. Modern psychology calls this depression or social anxiety. It tells you to go out, touch grass, and reconnect. It treats your feelings like a sickness. But Friedrich Nietzsche, the most isolated thinker in history, would say that is the worst possible advice. He argued that your loneliness isn't a malfunction, it's a filter. The real reason you feel lonely isn't because you are falling behind. It's because you are moving ahead. And the people around you, they are exactly where they are supposed to be. Today, let's discover why your isolation is the price of admission to a higher life. Welcome to the Pathos of Distance. To understand your pain, you must understand biology. Humans are herd animals. For thousands of years, being alone meant death. Being kicked out of the tribe meant you would starve or be eaten by predators. So, we evolved a survival mechanism, the herd instinct. The herd survives by being average, by being the same. If you try to leave the average, by having unique ideas, ambition, or a spiritual awakening, the herd will instinctively punish you to pull you back. They don't do it out of hate. They do it out of fear. When you feel lonely, that is just your biology screaming. It is a withdrawal symptom from the drug of cheap validation. Nietzsche asked you a simple question. Are you willing to suffer the withdrawal to become who you truly are? Or will you run back to the comfort of the sheep? Nietzsche didn't just write about solitude from a comfortable library. He lived it in the freezing cold. He spent his most productive years in Sils Maria, in a tiny, unheated room, 6,000 feet beyond man and time. He didn't choose this isolation easily. He was forced into it by betrayal. He lost his father figure, Richard Wagner, because he refused to follow Wagner's nationalistic ideology. He chose truth over friendship. He lost the love of his life, Lou Salome. When she rejected him, he fell into what he called suicidal depths. He was sick. He was half blind. He was utterly alone. He had every reason to play the victim, but instead of chasing people to fill the void, he used the void to create his masterpiece. Thus spoke Zarathustra. He realized that great things are never created in the marketplace. They are created in the desert. Here is the brutal truth that might make you click off this video. Most of your friends are actually holding you back. Nietzsche argued that most friendships are just mutual warming, two weak people huddling together to hide from the harsh reality of life. They don't want you to grow, because if you grow, you reflect their stagnation back at them. If you are lonely, it might be because you have stopped tolerating relationships based on shared weakness. You should not feel guilty for outgrowing people who are committed to staying the same. A giant tree cannot grow under the shadow of mushrooms. So, how do you survive this? First, stop calling it loneliness. Call it solitude. Loneliness is the pain of being alone. Solitude is the glory of being alone. Second, consumption fasting. Nietzsche warned us against reading ourselves into ruin. Today, that means scrolling. Stop consuming other people's thoughts to drown out your own. Sit in silence. If you can't sit alone with your thoughts for 30 minutes, you are not free. You are a slave to distraction. And finally, sublimation. Turn your pain into power. Nietzsche said, "One must have chaos inside oneself to give birth to a dancing star." Your loneliness is that chaos. Don't run from it. Use it. Solitude is dangerous. It will break a weak person, but it is the only thing that can make a strong person whole. Walk alone and become who you are. Subscribe to The Silent Wisdom.